Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you another full game recap. Once again, guys, I'm going to be rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs as my offense, but I'm switching things up a little bit. I'm going to be using the Lions as my defensive playbook, and I'm also going to be throwing in some meta defense that is getting used a lot by the pros. Which is basically a 2-4-5 a double A gap defense in passing situations. So I've got a new defense that I'm working on right now. It is out of the Lions playbook. It's a 46 Cub defense. I find that it's fairly effective. Right here, I totally missed an opportunity for an interception. My user was right there, but I didn't come down with the ball. But I'm going to catch this guy a little bit later on because he forced a lot of passes into certain people. Right here, another whiff. You could see my guy just diving out of position right here. But base defense I'm running out of this Cub defense is basically this. It's a quarters defense, and right here I dial up a man blitz against him, get two guys in his face. 3rd and 10 situation, jump into the meta defense. Basically, it's a cover one hole. I didn't set up the blitz correctly because I should have got some pressure in there fairly easy, but he actually misses his reads because I got really good defensive players with his Chargers defense, and the result, I actually get a punt. This guy actually punts a couple times. I just wanted to show you that this guy was a punter. So I'm back on my offense with the Chiefs. This is the first game that I played in a week and a half or so, it's just feeling a little bit rusty, not confident right here. I'm totally missed my reads. I had the bubble off to the right. I was looking off to the left, and I just didn't get the ball off correctly, so that was just a bad read right there. I actually dial up a cover 3 beater. This guy was using cover 3 initially, but then he was jumping around in cover 4, cover 4, then cover 2. This guy actually was not that bad of a player, not highly ranked, but he wins close to 60% of his games or so, and he was very good with user. He actually picked up on tendencies. That was obviously not a good play right there, but I forced that ball. I was looking underneath and made a hesitant call and actually tried to hit the streak, and that streak was not open, so that was just a bad read by me and just feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I got to stop against this guy, so I was a little bit excited about doing something. Right here, I click onto the wrong defender, and as a result, his guys actually just put a nice little hole right there. So right here, I'm going to use the middle linebacker right over the A gap over the left guard in the center, and just try to go and stop that run. He actually takes off this quarterback, and right here I go ahead and get a good computer animation with James to get an interception, to get the ball down in the 8-yard line. So that's a huge break right there by the CPU. So on offense right here, I'm seeing streak off the left-hand side, but I'm so far back, I throw the ball a little bit too early. He clicks on, picks off the ball with his corner, and he's able to go and take it in for a pick 6. That is not a good way to go ahead and get a possession back and get back into try to get into a game. Just a trade of turnovers right there, and he goes up 7-0 against me. So 5 minutes left right here. I've got a streak and I've got an out. Out was open, and I actually go back to the other side with the angle route with the running back. So that caught him off guard a little bit. Caught me off guard too. Try to go and hit this little spot route. It's a pop route. But it was actually it was a cover 2 type situation, and the ball got overthrown. 3rd and 10 situation, I got the out right here. His defender comes down and plays it flat hard, knocks the ball out. And now it's a 4th and 10 situation. Now look at Allen off the left-hand side. It is inside leverage right there, so I knew that was going to be man press and be able to go ahead and get a nice little completion because this guy completely whipped, and I was able to go ahead and get a first down. So back to the inside zone right here. Just going to take the yards. Didn't read it perfectly, but he was actually messing up some of my blocking scheme. Go back to the wheel route on the back end side, pick up a couple more yards. 3rd and 3 situation, looking for the wheel, the underneath, but I actually popped the tight end down to the 1-yard line. This is a nice little money route play that I like to use down in the red zone. It catches a lot of people off guard. As a result, I get the score tied up right here. So back to this Cub defense, cover 4 quarters just automatically get a CPU pick. He threw it to the coverage, I think with a stretch alert look, he actually threw back into defender, and as a result, I get an easy touchdown. So two pick sixes, but between the two of us, and the score is 14-7. So Now he's going with just an empty set. I decided to go and dial up a blitz. Not a good throw by his quarterback. If he had a better quarterback, he might have been able to hit me over the top and get a touchdown out of that. Back to the pressure again. He's able to go and get the ball off and get the ball off and then take a sack. 3rd and 10 situation. Pressure's coming in off the edge. He actually throws the ball off. So 4th down, he actually kicks the ball back to me. So right here, hit the little out. So this is similar to the play that I had set up before on the other side. No huddle, go into the same setup, but now I've got everything working off to the right. Go to the little drag route by Allen, try to get it out. He actually has a suction tackle right there. I burn a timeout. Now I come into a play which is really more of a man beater than anything else, and I actually throw the ball late. His defensive back actually comes in, picks it off, takes off. I've got my quarterback right there. I'm going to go ahead and try to shake him a little bit. And I clip him right there and actually stop him from going into the end zone. So back to this quarter's defense. Want to take away his running options. He actually has a nice throw with his quarterback, and he picks up something out of nothing. That could have been a sack, but he's able to get that ball off pretty early. Right here, making an adjustment. He goes with the power O. I'm able to go ahead and stop that with my linebacker. I think no huddles. 30 seconds left, and I think I'm going to go and try to. I clicked off, and right there he's able to go ahead and get a 1st down because I clicked off to try to pull my other safety down. So he's quick snapped me, and as that result, he actually did pretty good with it. So I go into the 43 under defense, and right here I'm actually going to try to put up yellow zones, hard flat my guys, crunch my line down, but he actually goes ahead and just runs a little inside run right there, gets the ball down to the 1 yard line. 3 seconds left, calls a timeout. I didn't necessarily have any kind of goal line QB sneak defense, so he's able to go ahead and get a touchdown, tie it up 14-14 going into the second half. So this has turned into a fairly good game. Pretty sloppy the first half, but things are going to get a little bit better in the second half here. So jump into the Y corner, and really what I'm looking is off to the right. I'm looking for Williams' route to get cleared out because that route is going to get cleared out, but nobody's over the top. His corner actually came down. I'm able to go and pop him up with the cover 3 beater. As a result, I go up by a touchdown on the first play of the second half. So that's basically what you want to do right away. So right here, go back with the blitz again. Pressure comes off the edge. I'm able to go ahead and get a sack on him. He just didn't read it correctly. Then I come back to once again to that. Pressure comes in hot. He's not making his reads quick enough. Had an angle route with the running back off to the right. Goes back to the angle route again. Actually pull my defender off trying to chase some of those drag routes, and he actually checks it down. 4th and 3, hits a little out off to the left, turns it up, and actually picks up a good 20 yards on a little quick little 5-yard out. Then he goes ahead and no huddles me as I'm trying to set up this blitz, and as a result he gets a nice 8-yard gainer. Then I jump into just the cover 3 zone just to mess up his reads, but he just dots me out with the bench concept off the left hand side. Go right here, actually put some cloud flats or actually soft squats on the outside to try to take away those quick little outs. And once again, actually he tries to hit me with that little angle route, so that's where he keeps coming back to. And I think he was using a no huddle type pace right now, trying to keep me in this defense, which is fine. I was actually labbing his defense out with the pressure set up. And right here he takes a shot up top. I get a good SWAT animation, knock the ball out. In that situation. 2nd and 10 situation. Now I go into the Cub defense again. This is a cover 4 shell right here. He tries to test my guys, and they're able to go and swap that ball out. It was a double team over there, and then I actually go ahead and bite down on that little angle route that he's popped me 4 different times in a row, and right there I get a nice little interception. Now I'm thinking right now, get the ball into field goal range, milk as much clock as possible. He actually shot the gap but missed me with my running back. I go back to the outside again and try to do a little juke, the inside juke into his other defender. So right now at the 5-minute warning, I'm just trying to get into field goal range and go up by 2 possessions in this type of situation and basically chew as much clock as possible. So down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Go with the verticals concept. I've got a dragger going off the left, but you can see my guy was on man-to-man coverage, and I've got Allen, who's an elite wide receiver. They're going to beat their guys 90% of the time. As a result, I get it down to 17. So once again, I'm just going to try to chew this clock down as much as possible, get it down to a 2-minute warning. So doing trap plays, running plays out of these shotgun formations, inside zone, try to turn it back in, get it down to the 11, and I have a little angle route right here off to the right. I've also got basically that other route off to the left, but I just decided to go with the high percentage run. Just work the clock down, get it down inside the 2-minute warning, take my 3 points, go up by 2 scores, put this guy in a situation where he's going to have to score quick and basically try to get a wing and a prayer. So right here, actually, he does, I think, a block and a release with his tight end, which was a good read. I pulled my guy off. He actually goes and hits me for a big gainer. Goes back to the same type of a setup again. This time, I understand I've got to go ahead and play that tight end route, but I got a matching principle with my safety on the back inside. I'm able to go and click on and get an interception. So that's basically about it with this game. This guy basically checked out after that, but if you guys want to see this defensive scheme with the Cubs Lions defense, it's on my Patreon. I've also have labbed up all these different plays from my Chiefs scheme. You can see this on my Patreon. So once again, thank you for support, guys, and until next time.